Last year, 2 News Investigates broke a troubling story about Utah's light sentencing guidelines for online child predators. Many offenders never even see the inside of a jail cell.
Well, now a new high-profile case is bringing this issue to the attention of the Utah Attorney General's office. Chief investigative reporter Wendy Halloran has been tracking this issue for the past year now. And Wendy, what did you find out?
Well, Mark and Heidi, our team learned online child predators are still recommended to face less than 4 months in jail. Now the Utah Attorney General's office is speaking out after 2 News Investigates learned the people involved in one high-profile case have already violated the terms of their release.
The judge let them out on pretrial release.
Last February, Marcus Strebel and his partner, Cadence Pinder, were arrested for several counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. The couple lived at Strebel's mother's home, which contained a daycare.
They were back at the house shortly after they were released.
Rich Pyatt works for the Utah Attorney General's office. He says prosecutors from the AG's office had argued they be held without bail. They claimed Strebel and Pinder were a danger to the community.
The conditions of the pretrial release were that they do not have access to internet, that they do not have any access to children, that they do not live in the house that has the daycare, and they did all those things.
2 News Investigates discovered a warrant showing Strebel had been downloading child sex abuse images in July, 133 days after Judge Heather Brereton ordered his pretrial release.
This shows that there's no way to enforce those conditions. That's a major problem to us.
Pyatt says the Attorney General's office is frustrated, and they are not surprised when people like Strebel reoffend. They want pretrial release conditions to be enforced, sentencing guidelines to be updated, and for the public to hold judges accountable.
These are crimes against children. To say that they're not violent is misunderstanding what the problem is.
Those concerns haven't been brought to me during my time on the Sentencing Commission, and I would love to hear more about them.
Dan Strong, the director of the Utah Sentencing Commission, told 2 News Investigates he's requested new data regarding child sex abuse imagery offenses.
If we find that there's a gap there and that people are reoffending, that our sanction is not accounting for the risk, we would seek to change the sanction.
Strong says aggravating factors can suggest a departure from sentencing guidelines, such as sending someone to prison for a first offense, and judges are fully authorized to do that.
The aggravated mitigating circumstances piece of the guidelines, when we look at it, it's not tremendously instructive. It's a list of factors. It doesn't say a lot about what to do with them. And the point is to leave that discretion to the courts.
Strong says he'd be interested in fleshing out the definitions of aggravating circumstance a bit more and making them more instructive for judges.
Bottom line, we're always trying to refine and improve, and that is an area I think where the guidelines are maybe a bit more vague than they should be.
Now, a new bill in the Senate is seeking to create stricter punishments for sexual exploitation of a minor charges, essentially making them aggravated offenses. We requested an interview with the bill sponsor, Senator Chris Wilson, but he declined, saying he wants to wait until the language of the bill is finalized.